Alright, I think we're good. Pop out. Pop out chat. Move you guys back over here. Alright. Look at that. Look at that. Alright. Oh my god. Log in. Beautiful. You also want to update that? I'm going to close this chat. And I'm going to pop this chat out. And slide you guys right over here. Also, who said I should be working in radio? Thank you. Flattery will get you everywhere with me. Might even get you laid. Anyway. So what were we talking about tonight, right? What were we going to discuss? We were going to discuss a couple of things. Oh god, this is the worst thing ever. One of them being the proving. The giant. No, this is this shit is gonna be like strike. Yeah, like the proving. Rendo kick. Let me pull this up. Glad XSplit isn't being a big piece of shit like OBS was. There are the forums. Forum logs. Then where's Nath's? Oh, whatever. That's for a different night. Anyway, so the proving, right? And I guess the big thing about the proving was the finale. The finale. And it was not good. And I can say that because I was a part of it. It was a 2-man show, and it was very, for everything that happened in it, it was very mediocre. Which I'm solely to blame, right? I could tell when Ike read it live that it was like, he was trying to like hype it up, but it wasn't that great. It really wasn't. And I can't speak for Indon. I refuse to speak for Indon. I won't do it. But on my behalf, I can tell you why. This is where it's going to be like, oh my god, Riz is just sitting here talking about himself. Well, I am. Fuck off. Going into it with how long it took for us to get to the finale, like the hype kind of died down. A lot of the active players that took place, or that took part in the actual proving itself, the tournament, had kind of like vanished. And it was kind of like, everybody played their part, did their thing, and then just kind of went home. And there wasn't really a lot of back and forth. There wasn't a lot of things going on outside of just the fights that were happening, which I really wanted to. I really, really wanted there to be more of like, Taco and Kohlrabi meet up, and Jin and Arik have a conversation. There wasn't a whole lot of that. It was just like the fight, and then again, everybody just kind of like went their own separate ways after they won or lost. So that was kind of there, and then like the fight itself, for what it was, I would say it was mediocre at best. I would give it a 5 out of 10. I would say like this is like your standard like Dragon Ball roleplay universe, like fight roleplay. Here it is. So I don't know. I mean, like this is a discussion. So do you guys agree with me? Do you have other opinions on it? Because I could go in and I could break it down like frame by frame of how I personally felt in it, but I'd rather you guys tell me. you guys thought like, oh, that was the sweetest thing ever. Like, oh, then guess I'm just fucking wrong. I'm still trying to find. Oh, because it's techie. That's right. Yeah. I also think, like, doing a lot of fun. It was hard to get. Yeah, it was hard. I mean, guys, we have to admit, right? Like, some of us are knocking on 40's door, right? Like, I'm 37. Rendo's 80. So, you know, we've been doing this for a very long time, and it's really hard to get free time to role play till the 83. Sorry. It's really hard to get free time to do all this shit over and over and over again. And like with my Wii one, role playing until 2 in the morning, absolutely not. Win or lose, she still wakes up at 7:30 in the morning, so that shit just ain't happening for me anymore. So yeah, it's kind of like hard to get everybody together and to roleplay like that, which I think if we were to do something like this again, I would want to have it like set times, kind of like how all you nerds have your D&D and tabletop campaigns throughout the week. I would want it to be like, okay, like set time, this is it, and we're going to do it from here to here. And I think we tried, it was just everybody's schedules didn't really match up. But if we were to do something big and planned out like this, I would definitely want to be like, okay, like this day you two. And again, we did do it, and then, you know, I'm in retail, so it's like I'm gonna do it on this day, and then somebody was like, oh, I need a mental health day. Okay, so it looks like I'm working this day, so I can't go and do that. Yeah, I thought it was fun. I really want to avoid talking about this. Like a live sheet. Yeah, we could like fill out a form on Discord or whatever. Or even have like just set times. Like if we do a tournament again, like, hey, like what time can you do it? Okay, you can do it this time, you can do it this time, then that's who's facing each other. I will say, like, the whole idea from Zote was very ambitious, especially since, you know, he's a first time RP admin, his first major thing. I think it was really good. But if we're talking specifically for the finale, if I'm going to, all right, this is full disclaimer, I'm not shitting on Indon in any way, even though I'm gonna sound very negative. Full disclosure, when the fighting started, let me back up. I've been trying to like plan this out in my head ever since I said I was going to talk about this on stream. And I guess the best analogy I have for myself and how I kind of approach roleplay, especially with Nova, I roleplay Nova like a Tool song. And what I mean by that is that Tool released the album recently. What was that, hard? Like 4 years ago now? And it was like kind of meh. It's for 40 plus, yeah. It was kind of meh, right? And when I was talking with somebody about why it was so meh, they said the best analogy about Tool and the best way that I can describe how I roleplay Nova. Tool is all about a slow build of what we'll call the Fury. So they build the Fury, and then at the end they always unleash the Fury. Like listen to Schism, right? It's a very slow build, and then at the end it's just like It's almost like you went through an explosion, right? Almost like a roller coaster. Like this. And then it hits. And that's how I role play Nova. That's exactly how I role play Nova. Like everything is very like kind of slow, methodical. Almost, I wouldn't say boring, but it's just a slow progression. And I've always loved that about all my shonen, about all my anime and manga. If you just come right out, it doesn't last as long, right? So that's what I was building up to. And when the first couple of combat posts actually started, and I don't know if you guys remember, the way I remember it is like she's kind of baiting Indon, like, come on. And then he starts to attack, and he's like basically like hit, right? Just like hitting her from all these angles and pow, 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 pow. And Nova's just like, okay, so and I'm in my head thinking like, all right, he's attacking and all these rapid fire hits. I'm gonna come back with the same quote unquote damage, but instead of multiple hits, just one, right? Win, lose, we still booze. And so she just whoosh. And in that pose, and I know Indon has said this, he's like, I actually missed her one punch, right? So there's all these words on this page, and somewhere in there she's throwing a punch, and when he reacted to it, he like missed it. And I gotta say, that like really took the wind out of my sails. When it's like there's no give and take, and it's like, all right, like, do you think I just stood there and got like punched about? Okay, I got, all right. And I'm not gonna lie, like right there I was like, okay. And again, we've been waiting so long to get this stuff done. We've been waiting so long to get it started. I didn't just want to bitch out, so I was like, fuck it, we'll just go through and we'll do it. And we did, and it got a little better, but I don't know, like I feel like ever since then I was just like, well, okay, this is all this is gonna be. Yeah, like you kind of want to push the other over. I'll take the Nova Taco Arik in Taco fight, right? I felt that even though one was tier 3, the other one was tier 2, I was one to respect everything that Taco did, right? Like I'm like reading through. That sounds, yeah, we're gonna coin that. I'm like combing through, like, okay, what did he say? What did he say? What did he do? Oh, he did this attack. All right, let me jump on here. What does this attack do? Okay, like that's kind of why it takes me so long to roleplay, because I'm like trying to comb through the pew. All right. I see where chat's at tonight. Anyway, yeah, I'm kind of like, combing through the post and trying to see like how best to make it seem cool, on both parts, like Hardmute said, like it's like a wrestling match, like a professional wrestling match, sports entertainment, right? Squashes do happen, but a good fight is like, okay, it's back and forth. Even if you're fighting somebody who's a lower tier than you, like extremely lower, and they were only one tier apart, so if it didn't come down to just a raw power match, I think Taco could have probably could have won. But yeah, I wanted his, like, I forget what the name of his attack is. I just remember it being like some really intense fireball that kind of like melted her armor off. And yeah, like I felt like it should be like that. So, and it was only one punch, right? It was only one strike, one hit. So that's why I didn't let it like bum me out too bad. But one punch. Yeah, and that's just kind of why I felt, I was like, okay. And I don't know, like on my end, I just couldn't really get the juices going, right? I that's all I have to really say is like I felt like towards the end where it was getting really intense and like they had actually dropped out of their transformations, they were really getting into it, really getting into the like the nitty gritty. Like she freaking like I think he put her in an arm bar and then like she like bit him or something like that, or vice versa. Like she bit him, he put her in an arm bar, and like she tried to power bomb him into the ground. That was my favorite part of the end of the Proving. But a lot of the stuff leading up to it, I don't know, it just felt like fluff, and I didn't like my performance in it. And that's kind of why when the finale was happening, I was like, all right, time. This is my redemption arc, right? This is gonna be where, you know, we get to see Nova. Like there was something maybe just bothering her. She couldn't really focus, and here we go. The problem with the finale, I would have to say the problem with the finale was twofold. One, the big bad. Well, I would say both big bads, we never really had like a reason to fight at all. I don't remember what brought Scorpion about, right? I don't remember. I know why Scorpion was there, right? But what brought them out, why they emerged after the fight, I don't remember. I just don't feel like, I don't want to say that I don't feel like it wasn't planned out well, because it was planned out well. Like this whole tournament arc was to get this creature to be a thing. I feel like it didn't involve enough people. So Zote, if you are watching this live, or if you see this on the VOD, if I were to say something about the Proving, is I feel like you should have, I won't say done more, but you should have done more with Scorpion. Like maybe just straight up ate one of the other competitors who lost in round one, right? It could have definitely been like one of the random NPCs that lost in round one. It was like, yeah, they're fucking gone. Got devoured. And people are like, hey, where's the asshole in the red mask? I don't know. Raise the stakes more? Yeah, right? Like give players a reason to be like, this thing is, we gotta stop this thing. Other than just like, ha, I'm a bad guy. You know? Maybe have like some minions out doing some shit, like kidnapping bystanders or something like that, right? And that could have been, what was her name? Who was the noir character that was there? Surprise, motherfuckers. No, who was the noir character that was there? The girl, the doctor. Now you're gonna make me look for it. Yes, Poutine. That's right, Poutine. So we could have had Poutine be like, you know, like, hey, I'm here. I'm here for not the word that came in my head from that movie. God. Yeah, Frieza. We'll get to villains in a second, especially Rakoga. Jesus. I'm just gonna say it. I'm here for the gangbang. No, Poutine is not here for the gangbang, but Poutine was here for a reason, some reason that she left her city, and then like she kind of stumbles upon like, hey, like I'm supposed to meet up with this guy, and this guy's not here. Where'd he go? Oh, he got eaten. That's weird. And then she goes to Taco and like, hey, Mr. Mage Man, just want to let you know, like, I'm out of the tournament and good luck in your fight, but did you know this guy got eaten? Right? And then Taco's like, what the fuck? eaten? No. What? What's your name? Poutine? That's a weird name. It's a weird name to be talking about somebody getting eaten. Yeah, and just like have it be more organic. But again, we just all needed to roleplay more. That's all. We all needed to be 16, 17, 18 years old again with free time and things like that. Yeah, like I get Scorpion. It sounds like main character syndrome. Yeah, like I get Scorpion as an idea. Again, I just think more time with the character would have been good. Yeah, that's all. Stalker says, "Oh yeah, so Urakoga, who's the tier 5 chilling in the corner. If we're gonna talk about Urakoga, Kibito type villain. Hold on, let me get on this Urakoga thing. When we were talking this morning about Urakoga, actually, Tony was actually mentioning this on admin chat. He said, how are we going to kill Urakoga? And here's been my thought on Urakoga since he got introduced as a villain. Because yes, he is a villain, but what's his end goal? Get the Dragon Balls, wish back his village and his people. And that's a really noble cause. I've been saying this since the character has been debuted. Urakoga is not necessarily a villain in the sense that he needs to be stopped. He's more like the anti-hero that needs... He's more like a tornado, and the tornado's gonna rip through a city, but you could just move the city, if that makes sense, right? He's like, I'm gonna cut a path of destruction to get to my goal. It's like, all right, well, we're just gonna get out of your way. You want the Dragon Balls? Here, take them. We'll get the wish back whenever. Like, you're trying to resurrect your people that were killed by the Mikonos? That's not so bad. What if we just give you what you want? Do you have to kill everybody? No? Okay, here are the Dragon Balls. Unless this village is a bunch of evil people. Yeah, like this is again where I would say like this would be on Indon, because Indon was really the only or the last remaining character to like have a deep interaction with him. It's like, Indon, why are we not giving Urakoga the Dragon Balls, right? If he says he's gonna kill everybody to get the Dragon Balls and wish him back, what if we just gave them to him? Right? What if we just said like, okay, well, if we just give you the Dragon Balls, will you kill everybody still? No? Okay, here you go. Right? It's like if Wolverine's like, I'm gonna murder every motherfucker in here unless Professor X can resurrect my or return my memories. Like, oh yeah. Boop. Oh, okay. Well, now what? I just feel like we never really have, or we still actually don't have a reason to stop Urakoga. Now, if in the future or now we find out that so like if we find out now that like, okay, if he does this because it's been so long and blah blah blah, he's gonna Thanos half of the universe, right? Then we're like, okay, yeah, we kind of can't do that. Urakoga, how about we find some other way, right? How about this, Urakoga? What if we kill you and then you get to be with your family again? I mean, it won't bring them back, but it'll send you to them, and then you're reunited. Everyone wins in the end. So I don't know. I mean, again, this is just me talking. This is just me talking about, you know, the final fight, what happens after. I guess the big elephant in the room is I recently said, like, hey, this is what happens afterwards, and the only reason I did that is because Ike was bugging me. He's like, oh, what did he say? He said some snarky shit like, oh, Supreme Kai of Dragon Ball Infinity, I need your wisdom. It's like, quit being snarky, bitch. But we really had no movement in this final fight. The post by post has been over a month, and it's one post by Taco on the 26th. So yeah, it started on June 8th, and then the next post was Taco on the 26th. So you tried, you did. So that was like going nowhere. I know Nigmas wanted to get involved with it, to which I would say this, Nigmas, you just got to be on more, you know, like just show up. Like, I don't think that there is a person, quote unquote, active right now who really knows who Genesis is. And I'm talking about like the dickhead sitting in their computer chair behind the keyboard. Like, nobody knows who Genesis is, because he shows up for a big event and then vanishes and then shows up in the next big event, right? I just think, like, if you role played more, then you're like, oh yeah, it's Doomiston's kid. All right. And again, we're missing Zote. Indon's kind of here and there. I'm kind of here and there. Ike's on every night, but he's doing stuff. And then the Android event happened, so it's like there was just a constant pause. What do you mean stop winking? We already did the Android shit. It's already out there. They know, Rendo. They know. That's the joke. Ike's doing stuff with androids. Wink. So yeah, there was just nothing happening. So it's like, all right, we'll give the bad guy their W, and the good guys can lick their wounds. And if you want to win and save the day, then fucking show up and roleplay. How about that? So I guess that takes us to the future. What do we do in the future, guys? Because right now, state of the verse is Urakoga has the Dragon Balls. Scorpion theoretically got what they wanted. Snowman. I actually need to back up. I really love the idea of the Daughters of the Empire, because eons ago, in a log that I have not released yet, and I'm talking, this is like probably like 6-7 years ago that I started this idea. I did something very similar, of a group of people who really wanted to return the Empire back to its roots, back to its almost like the Frieza Force days, or maybe the beginning of the Frieza Force. And the fact that somebody else had that idea and ran with it, great. But we don't know what Scorpion and Snowman want, or what they plan on doing, which is cool. They could be a very imposing threat later on. I feel like the bio-android aspect of roleplay is not nearly touched on enough to where people are really exploring, like, what can I do with a cell archetype, with this thing that is an android. It can be controlled and can programmed by a computer, but it can also evolve. And, like, you know, what if kind of like with Majin Buu, they can become anybody, right? Like, just because Cell was designed to absorb 17 and 18, what if he absorbed, like, literally absorbed, what if he absorbed 16, right? What if his, like, giant tail dick vagina ate 16? What would he become then? So yeah, I think that's cool. A bird lover. It's funny because I just finished Abridged again for like, I don't know, third, fourth time. And 16 is like one of my favorite characters. Why are you still here? BAs could absorb all androids, but what about not just androids, right? What if they could evolve, like, they ate more Iserians? And what if... I won't say let's make the ultimate bio-android. But what would make a bio-android different from a Boo? I guess the hunger. Yeah. That's what if I were to make a bio android right now in roleplay and it was going to be a big bad villain, it would just be this thing that has like this hunger that can't be sated. A predator. Yeah, like the predator. I can't say that word anymore. All right. Predator. There we go. But I scared of RP though. Like a Nath. Yeah. Nath is a weird one. Because it's hard to tell if it's like instinct to evolve that's driving Nath. I'm talking like a creature that just... Actually, I'm talking about Amon. My last age, I had a character named Amon, and he became that. The idea that I'm having in my head, like, he just killed to kill for power, right? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So just think of like the movie Predator, or actually a xenomorph more specifically, and a xenomorph that is intelligent enough to know that if it hunts enough, it can go for bigger prey, and it wants to go for, like, you know, it kind of wants to evolve because it wants to go for bigger prey. Yeah. So I guess Nath kind of is that too. But it's hard. Just remembering Nath's, like, epic battle with the rat. It's hard to think of Nath, like, hunting, I don't know, like, hunting anything that weighs more than 10 pounds. You know, maybe, I don't know, Nath was doing some stuff the other night, so maybe this time they'll evolve into like some crocodile man thing. And don't be afraid of RP. There's nothing to be afraid of RP. There's literally nothing. All we're gonna do is just jump on the internet and talk shit about you. That's all we're gonna do. We're gonna pull up your logs and be like, look at this fucking shit. Yeah, and we'll also call you a nerd. This fucking nerd. Yeah, fucking student returns to the monastery. You fucking nerd. You know, maiden having bitch. So one of the things I did have an idea of for the future, and it left me just like that, Jesus Christ, was not so much like a return to form where we feel like some too. You're not wrong with that, Tony. You're not wrong. The problem. All right, let me back up. The problem with Ike is that he's too well read now. And I had to do this for a while too. Like, had to take a step back. I'm like, this is just casual fun. So don't treat it too harshly. But yeah, he's too well read now. He's like, you know, reading these masterclass books, and we don't stand a chance against that shit. So we all suck in his eyes, but it's okay though. It's okay. That's why we hired Zote, right? We stepped down from like tenured dean of student Professor Ike to like, you know, community college substitute Zote. And I can't say anything. I'm like GED teacher Riz over here, so if I get one of your logs, hey, what's up? I'll read it on chat and give it a funny spin to it, and then, you know, give you a sticker or something like that. But just have fun. If you're really worried about role playing, just have fun. Just say what's fun. We listen. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, because te actually isn't a word. I just say it. So if you're ever worried about sounding like an idiot when you're role playing, just know that the sounds that you hear You feel that? You feel her energy? It's surging. Yeah. We're role-playing a TV show for like 5-year-olds. I'd say like 10. If that's all that you role-play is just like, and then Hardmeat was shiny like a star. Their energy is radiating outward in every direction like a laser beam. I've become the ultimate weapon.
Goku's threat making her think she either had to win now or risk losing the tournament. She
right.
found an even greater extreme of power.
There's more of this happening too. All right, so it doesn't need to be this epic thing, right? It doesn't need to be a Nath log, right? Where it's just like really fun introspection on kaiju and shit like that. Like, if you just want to role play as a fucking furry, you know, and you do whatever, right? We had bangers in MASH. It was something that I was like, this is gonna be so dumb. It actually ended up being like some of the most entertaining shit I've read ever, because it's just this really great noir story. But honest to God, when I saw it, I was like, this dude's name is Bangers and his other name is MASH? Okay. Like, what's that walk of flame mean? Like, okay. And it ended up being great. And it's like one of the most beloved things in roleplay on our mud. So it's fantastic. Roleplay what you want, man. I made the fucking Red Ribbon Army, and it's a bunch of women in a furry general towel. It's fun, and we blew shit up. Wait, don't you have... Hold on. Time out. What's the name of your character? Don't you... you have a character that you were role-playing, right? No, not you. Penguin Power Wash. Was it Curse? No, it wasn't Curses. Oh my god, I can't find this log. Wait, isn't who was the fucking This is what I get for not doing my research before I came on here. This is all. It was right before the proving, but it was before. Wasn't it before One Last Mission? Yeah, it was One Last Mission, and then there was like the it was, God, what's his name? It was Zofu, and then there was the fucking... Anyway, I mean, I guess I'm wrong, because you're saying that it's not your character. Was it Parcel? Who was the... I think it was a magic demon that Zofu picked up, and like after the Eliza Institute was absolutely destroyed, they like murder-lated the shit out of the cleanup crew. Majime, yes. Where is that? Where is that log? Is it Curses and Consequence? Yes, it is. It is Curses. Okay. Yeah, Majime. I thought that was Penguin Power Wash, but maybe I was wrong. But yeah, just roleplay. Like, we need... So here's what... Alright, if we're going to go into the future, here's what roleplay needs. We need fresh blood. We need fresh ideas. We need shit that's weird. We need just the casual, like, yo, like, anybody want to roleplay? And if you fuckers start asking me if I want to roleplay at like 10:50 at night, no. The answer is no. I'm going to go to bed in like an hour. But no, like, we just need fresh ideas. We need fresh characters. We need... we really fucking needed to finish Greg and Koshiro. We needed to finish that. That was going to open up a ton of shit on Earth. And hopefully I can get those two to... Well, it's Zote and Luke, so... But man, that was going to be fucking Ginny Village. Don't think I forgot about that shit. I didn't forget about that. But we just need roleplay to happen, and we just need new people to roleplay, and we need new faces with interesting characters. Like a fish named Mitosis. Why not? Why not do it? What's stopping you? You scared, bruh? Yeah, all these like 90 billion androids that we have going. You know how crazy... Hold on, chat. You know how crazy it would be if all of you guys started role-playing your androids and we're like, yeah, we're taking over. Like, the android invasion has started. You name change to Calypso? Still. Dr. Odner. Oh. I was like, what the fuck's the doctor? Rendo backwards. Yeah, Dr. Rendo. Okay, got it. I get it. I may have been at work for 13 and a half hours today, but brain's still functioning. But yeah, like, imagine if everybody who's current. Alright, let me log back in the mud. There we go here. No, never mind. Can't type my password. Alright. Currently, Android, we have Hellfighter Terminus, Android Lambda, Android Yonhyaku. Okay, yeah. 400. We have. Alright, so we have all these androids with Japanese names. Cool. We have negative Skynet. We have. I know we have a positive too. Yeah. 6'9" and 420. Yes, I got it. But like, imagine like you're like, yeah, I'm 69, and I'm 420, and I'm negative. I'm Skynet, right? And all of you just started like fucking terrorizing, like Vitae City. That would be amazing. That would be absolutely amazing. All of you would be tier 0, and your wanton destruction would. I mean, at the current state, nobody would stop you, right? Nobody's role playing to stop you. So you could literally just log on right now. It's kind of like if this were like a BR. No. What's the game? What's the game that we used to play? The DC Heroes or something like that. Where it was like you could be a DC hero or a DC villain. Imagine a game like that, but like the villains can actually go to the hero city and be like, "There's nobody to stop me. Cool, tear this shit down." And completely change the face of the game. Yeah, there you go. Terminus starts smashing buildings. There you go. Yeah, DC Universe. You guys can have your own DC Universe right now. You can be the rulers of the universe, the masters of the universe. And I have the power. But that's what we need. I mean, if we're talking about the future of roleplay, that's what we need. We just need new shit, right? I have no intentions of making Nova like a hero who would come in like, I'm tier 4, I'm going to sweep all you guys out. That wouldn't be fun. That wouldn't be interesting. She wouldn't do that. She didn't give a fuck about Earth. Like, none of my characters give a fuck about Earth. If I were to do anything, I would like take the Red Ribbon Army and recruit you and be like, alright, so you guys took over Earth. How would you like to be my North Galaxy Time Troopers? Or no, what's the Pride Troopers? There you go. Like, I'm richer than God. I'll supply you guys with weapons and everything. And whatever you do with Earth, like, just know that, like, you know, it's mine. And then you guys plot to overthrow the Red Ribbon Army. And then eventually everybody is assimilated and becomes an android, and Earth is now Insignia 6. See, look at that plot point. And we didn't need a big bad. We didn't need a Dragon Ball. We just need roleplay. That's all. That's all we need. That's all we need. See that? All you gotta let me do is just talk to myself, and then I'll fix roleplay in an evening. It sounds dope to me, right? And then, like, there can be, like, infighting, right? So it's like 6'9" betrays 420. And then negative and positive fuse, right? Become a photon. Honestly, I'm really surprised nobody's named themselves, like, Autobot or Decepticon. Because holy shit, that'd be, like, the first thing I would do. We can terraform Earth to become Cybertron. You would be nice. I have no desire. I like Megatron is a murderer. Of course he is. He's a Decepticon. That's his, like, that's comes with your birth certificate, right? And then, okay. So, in the midst of all this, someone else makes a bioandroid, and then they start murdering the androids. So Earth is now like, okay, so like zombies are the androids are zombies. Zombies take over the world. Like, zombie apocalypse happens, everybody's now an android. You're all fucked. And then one fucking werewolf is like, you know what? I can eat the zombies and make myself stronger. COVID can live in it. No, I will never approve the name COVID as a roleplay character. It will never happen. Fun. Pop, pop, pop. Woo. I'll be right back. I gotta fill my cup. Think of a better name. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, why don't you guys do more stuff like that? Why don't you guys have like a bio-android in disguise, right? Like, I'm a collection of cancerous cells. And I just want to put my finger in your eye and give you eye cancer. Damn. Damn. Did I just create a fucking supervillain? Girl, you rich. Like that. You don't know what's allowable? Just make it. Just make it. Just try it. What sounds fun? Yeah, ask. also that. We had not a bio android. We had a magic demon that was like android part. The way I remember this character, he was like a fucking wheel, like a gummy wheel. Magic demon who was a sword. We did have that. I tried to do that with Rizian, right? My most recent Rizian. I tried him to be basically this sword that was going to possess. Actually, you know who the fuck it was? It was Ghostblade. Before I knew what Ghostblade from DNF Duel was, that's exactly what the fuck I was making. I really want to play DNF Duel tonight. I really do. And like this, basically I just wanted to make him where he was like, yeah. I can't find the picture of him, but whatever. Just look up Ghostblade. Here he is. Yeah, he's a badass looking motherfucker. That game is fucking great, by the way. But yeah, I wanted to do that, and it came off weird, so I scrapped it. But make whatever you want, man. Like roleplay, you know what it is. Roleplay is all about just having fun and living out your dreams in the Dragon Ball universe, which keeps expanding. I want to talk about more of it, but it's spoilers for stuff that hasn't even been released in the US yet, so Seven Seas says what? What? I want to make an android whose entire purpose is to protect humanity, but gets damaged due to an intern trying to overclock his circuit, so instead, he ended up giving him the infinite power shit just to protect humanity, now realizing humanity is disease. Ah. So you want to be Ultron. That's what you're saying. You want to be Ultron. You could. I want to be Ultron with it. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. No, you want to be God, what was his name? Vision. Yeah, you want to be Vision. Do you want to be OP Age of Ultron Vision, or do you want to be nerfed into the ground to where you're a fucking liability now? Avengers Endgame Vision. You want to talk about like the app? I know we're going way off roleplay topic, but we're kind of done. So, fucking Vision was let down of the goddamn century, man. That dude was worthless. He was catching L's that entire movie. Caught a L, like died twice in the same movie. Like, how shit of a character do you have to be to die twice in one movie? Anywho, do you guys have any closing thoughts or things that you want me to talk about? So I think if the next time we do this, I'll cover some more logs. We'll do some deep dives into characters. So any logs that you guys may want me to read, think of them now or write them up now and post them. But we covered this for about an hour, a little under an hour, because of my fuck ups. My bad. I'll just use XSplit from now on when we do this. Anybody? Going once? Going twice? Roleplay as an isekai? How? I mean, if we do that, we're like inviting multiverse theory. Roleplay as yourself in the RP universe. Like your bio was like, yeah, so one day I was power leveling in DBI, and next thing I know, Jimmy got sucked into the game. So now I have to roleplay my way out, find the Dragon Balls, and wish myself back to my own reality. And be like super self-aware too. Just completely breaking the fourth wall. The stakes couldn't be higher. If you guys actually did that, I would make a roleplay NPC named Moses to fucking terrorize you. Moses should be our IRP. What's the girl's name? Ariel? That's in like Dragon Ball Super? Yes, Rendo. Absolutely. Like there's this little squat, fat, balding, furry-footed little shit. He just runs around. He won't PK you, but he'll like reduce you to like 5 roleplay energy and like teabag you and then just leave. Well, actually. Oh wait. Yeah. Here we go. Well, actually. And then just says something like either racist or derogatory towards women. All right, guys, I'm gonna take off. It's been fun. We'll go over this again. If you guys got any logs you want to have read and all that fun stuff, then yeah. But I'm gonna play some video games before I go to bed. So I'll catch y'all on the flip side.